Okay, so one of the biggest things that I get asked on a regular basis is, do I think that prop firms are going to last forever? Or if not, how long do I think they're going to be around for, my reasons why? So in this video, I'm going to be showing my viewpoints and my reasons. There really is and has never been a better time to be involved in this retail prop space than there is now. But the question is it going to be a sustainable way to earn income and generate wealth in time to come? Let's get cracking on the video. Hello, my name is Matt, and on this channel I cover everything day trading and finance, so if that is the sort of jazz that you are into, then please do hit the like button if you are enjoying the video and the content on this channel, and hit subscribe if you haven't already. It goes a huge way to supporting me and keeping me creating this content if it is the sort of stuff that you'd like to see next. But that's not why you called. So, will prop firms last forever? Now this is a good question. It's a loaded question, but it's a good question all the same. And for me, the way that I approach it is that it all falls into really three key factors. Now factor number one is the business sustainable long term? Well, on this note, I do actually have a second video that goes into a lot of depth, which I'll link up here, and that runs through all of sort of the revenue side of things and how much money they're able to generate. So in my opinion, in short, yes, the good companies within the prop space do have this one nailed. Secondly, does the business model have mutual benefit for themselves and also the end customers? Without this, it's always got a limited shelf life. Of course, this will depend on the exact companies and the morals and ethics that are invoked whilst running the business, but I would say in general, for most of the big prop firms that have been successful, this box is also ticked. They're able to earn money whether you are good or whether you are bad, but there is a distinct benefit to a trader that goes through these programs because you are able to earn an exponential amount of money should you use that capital, and secondly, they can piggyback off of your trades. And this brings me on to my third consideration factor, and that is, are there any regulations within the industry space that could change and be subject to change that would cause long-term problems further down the road? And this here is really where my answer is drawn from. Now I hope that I'm not right, of course, but history would dictate a different narrative. What we've got to remember is this space is still relatively unknown. It kind of sprung out of nowhere in the last sort of 2 or 3 years, and there's still very much a grey area across all of its legalities and compliance and all that sort of stuff. Now for people watching this channel, you've probably got an invested interest in day trading or finance in general, or maybe you're a hater, in which case, catch you in the comments. But either way, you know how improbable it is in order to be a successful and efficient long-term profitable trader. And improbable means hard. But the problem with things that are hard is that the average bod doesn't really agree with them. Most people just love things that are easy, with easy access, easy options, easy execution, and easy things to generate things for themselves. And that, coupled with the latest generational habit of complaining, whinging, and cancelling people because it doesn't fit someone else's agenda, really doesn't bode well for this space at all. This will lead, in my opinion, to far more formal complaints and legal proceedings that are being thrown at these companies left, right, and centre. And now, whilst this retail prop industry is relatively small in the great scheme of things, this means that relatively the amount of complaints they are getting or being sent to any sort of board is very low. But as with anything, as this grows, and if we look at the growth figure over the last 2 to 4 years from these prop firms, and we carry on that trajectory, it's really going to be putting it on the map. Now, with being put on the map, you're going to get far more complaints on a much more regular basis, and there's going to be different levels of tolerance depending on the governing body and the country that you are based in, for sure. But the reality is those limits will be hit, and once they are, the governing bodies will turn to this industry, turn to these companies, and they will increase the barrier of entry from here to here for most of the prop traders. So not only as an individual will you struggle to take part in the prop firm activity, but also the prop firms themselves will have to jump through numerous more hoops than what they're doing currently in order to be in business. So really, from a commercial standpoint, it becomes a lose-lose situation, because if you are the trader and you want to buy in to the prop firm, you want to see what benefit you're going to get or what hoops you have to jump through. And because the prop firms are having to jump through so many more hoops, they're unable to offer as many benefits to the trader or give them as much more of an attractive offering as they are at the moment, and therefore the prop traders will not want to go with them or not want to go down that route. With less traders going down that route, it creates for less profitability, less ability to market, and less ability to really move forward from a commercial standpoint, and therefore we'll reach a stalemate where people don't want to offer the prop firms because no prop traders, at least on any mass, really want to go with them. So when do I think this is all going to happen? I don't know, it may not even happen, and like I said, I really hope I'm wrong. If I had to put a time in it, I reckon we're probably looking in the region of about 5 years, so sort of 2027, 2028 time. So by all means, fill your boots now and get going. This is just my opinion and rationale because I get asked it. Obviously, I am by no means an expert on the space itself. I am just a day trader, and this is just my opinion based on things that I have seen. But I am super curious to hear what you guys think over here on YouTube. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you agree? Do you think there's any element of truth? Are you worried? Are you not worried at all? Tell me, I'm always here to reply. If you have enjoyed this one, then please consider tapping that likes up button and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. It goes a huge way to supporting me as a creator and for this channel and to help me create this content over and over again. If you're more about daily live updates, then head across to my Instagram @MattToMillion. But if I don't speak to you before, have a cracking week. I'll catch you on the next video. Take it easy.